That should be loading up sooner or later. Okay, perfect. Okay, so welcome back to the Disco Elysium walkthrough. Okay, last time we left off, we got introduced to our main character, waking up from a hangover, so that's already effective. And his body parts, his amphibian or his reptilian brain, limbic system, and his electrochemistry, and some other part of his human body was throwing some analytical thoughts, yo. Then he saw some woman and basically he was flirting with her in the best, not the best, in the worst pickup lines of all pickup lines. But it made her laugh, so I think he has a chance. Well, anyway, time to continue with this masterpiece of a game. I highly recommend to play this game. Even if this isn't your cup of tea, gosh, I recommend this. What's on the table? I got some money. Alright. Okay, she went in that room. Let's go in this room. Nope, can't go in that room. So, she's saying she didn't did it, but...
The door is closed.
I know the door's closed. She went into that room. I can try knocking, but I feel like she would think I'm a creep. But let's do it anyway.
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside.
Thank you, perception. Even though that's your concept of hearing, that's what you're made for.
A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door does not care.
I feel like this is going to be stockish.
Still no answer. Still nothing. Still nothing. Still nothing. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. Still nothing.
Thank you, perception. I get it. I figured she was not going to open. I mean, that's fair. I mean, what was I expecting? Was I expecting her to open the door? I mean, no. That would have been kind of stalkerish, and she would have called the police, even though I'm supposedly the police. Guess I'm going down. This game, in all honesty, shouldn't have worked, but it worked so well. Is there gonna be... Oh. I wonder if YouTube is gonna just crap on me with copyright. I'm waiting for it.
Hello, sweetie.
Oh, you talk.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
He seems nice.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't.
Okay, well, you're repeating the same dialogue. Collie. So, cool. Cool. I'm gonna serve everything. Can I talk to the bartender?
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
Thank you for being observant of what a bartender does. Oh, I guess he's a cafeteria manager, so never mind.
That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Why are you looking with me with disdain, stranger?
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
You're being sarcastic, indeed.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room? No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
Wow, you're just the worst kind of prick and dickhead, aren't you? I guess I solved my mystery of you, how you became a dickhead.
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Still a dickhead. I solved that mystery. Case closed.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
I'm gonna ask.
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in. She just, you know.
That's pretty vague. Can you give me specifics? What a dick. I kind of want to sing in the karaoke. Can I do it? I think I observed everything in this kind of point-and-click adventure. Oh.
A man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads, Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
I think it's pretty obvious where he works, don't you think?
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
I'm gonna just pick up the pills. Sure.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
I mean, I did have a hangover. He's just passed out. I need this more than you are. Police business.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Oh, thank you for telling me how magnesium, or basically drugs, or I guess it's Tylenol, to help heal the pain of my depression.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
I bet. Oh, I can't wake him up because my stats are too low. A common problem in RPGs. Alright, I might as well get to you, stranger.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Kim Katsuragi?
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
I mean, he's extending his hand in greeting. I'm gonna shake his hand. Come on, that's pretty polite compared to everybody else and that woman.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? No, I don't think so. We should ask him for a rundown of the area, now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I mean, I woke up with a hangover. I kind of have a mission.
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice. Right. And the interviews? Okay. We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case.
What did I just walk into? I mean, I had amnesia and I woke up with a hangover. Plus, I look like something from Pirates of the Caribbean, screwed up version.
Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Mm-hmm. So, the body is still in the tree.
You don't seem fazed about a body in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Empathy. You're on point, don't you think?
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will.
You don't seem fazed. I just told you, what if I'm not a police officer?
And then, soon after, dead bodies would be dangling from all the trees.
Okay, thank you, Logic.
But first, we have to take it down. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the citizens' militia on your sleeve and on your back.
Oh. That... plot convenience?
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General. Internal affairs, and I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation.
Okay, Poindexter, that's gonna be your name. No, I like Kim Kitsuragi. I already like you, Kim Kitsuragi.
Yes. They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job. You mean you don't have a badge?
No.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
What officers have you seen gone through much worse? Have they been on cocaine, meth? The list goes on. Acid? Dude, like, you're just too stoic. I'm impressed.
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
What are you, my mom? You keep talking about the dead body.
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
That seems simple enough. Who's the manager again? Okay, I guess that's it.
After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Thank you, tutorial agent.
Yes? What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Do you want me to brief you?
What's with all this questions multiple times? Gosh, yes!
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Okay, that sums it up. Dead body, hanging from a tree from the hotel that we're at. Well, I guess it's a hostel cafeteria, but tomato, tomato.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
So it's the story, like Darth Vader. So we couldn't... No, not Darth Vader. Better yet. So it was kind of like the Saw from the Chris Rock Saw. So it was like, hello to... I'm going to try to do it. Hello, detective. I'd like to play a game. Did it sound like that? Or was it like the story that we couldn't tell it was a male or female? Anyway.
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
Oh. Okay, Revenant Citizens Militia, so we're the police. We're basically the police.
That's right. You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again?
No, I'll wing it.
There's no reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the brief, that's okay. I did. 3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted to know? No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Oh, God.
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was Good point. Martinez is famed for its occult sex murder rites. We'll get on it immediately.
Was that sarcasm?
The weary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
Oh my God, his responses. I like my character.
Actually, it does have to be murder. This is a murder investigation. But we digress.
Okay, you're clearly going to be the straight man of my sarcastic protagonist.
It can still be an otherworldly sex mystery in your head, with a dark twist even.
Conceptualization. Thank you.
He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist.
Oh my gosh.
Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit, then hit him with it.
No, it's not a particularly mysterious. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean. I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not? No, something isn't happening, because it's not part of reality.
So desperately mundane. You need to funk this case up. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
Oh, okay, pissing match. Get it.
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
I think you pretty much covered everything.
Good.
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person. with a very small soul.
I think that's insulting.
One you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you.
Wow. Thank you, game.
No response. He just arches his brow.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
Oh, he's gonna help me out.
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles.
We all try work. It doesn't always solve everything. Sometimes you need a break, or to focus on your personal affairs. But Cam, you wouldn't get that.
Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
You know, you could be a dick, you know that?
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
I mean, it could happen. Some people who drink heavily do actually forget who they are. Or what, like I like to call it, or like he calls it, retro amnesia.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
I guess let's talk about you.
Me?
Yes, who else am I talking to?
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
I wouldn't be rude, I just met him. He extended his hand.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Gosh, you're just too straight-laced. What's up your bum, man? I was trying to say, what's up your bum?
That's correct.
Oh my gosh, sarcasm.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal peer yourself.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic. It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting. I can see you're disappointed. You are right to be. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents. I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular, garden variety ravacholière. No.
Okay. I'm gonna ask again with intensity.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow.
So basically he's telling me to piss off?
Something the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands.
I guess the eyebrow is basically deterrent from probing questions.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Wait, why was his eyebrow basically controlling... What? That doesn't make any sense. I'm intrigued.
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I mean, that's kind of breaking the fourth wall there.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
Conceptualization. Thank you for your meta conversations.
The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
So what? That makes you the new school? God spare us.
I am New Skull. I'm New Skull and I'm too cool for school.
For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
Or, idiot.
Good. Let's change the subject. Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
That's interesting.
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
Are you being rude? I took it the wrong way.
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Really? I'm going to say that's racist. I don't prioritize containers?
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Yeah, thank you. Man, I feel like we've been talking for 20 minutes. It was a long conversation, but I was intrigued every step of the way. Oh, my morale is down by 1 point. That sucks.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
Are they for real? Don't screw with me if you're gonna do this. I kinda wanna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard.
For I. Sing it, brother. Sing it.
Through a PA system. By other people. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Are we gonna actually do this?
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Tragic, huh? Being the cesspool of the Disco Elysium? Or basically, that I'm a failing cop that looks like a, gosh, like a 50-year-old because of all the drugs and the alcohol I drink.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen, Salam Rocky Bayi, badass on-the-edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights. With a
Action.
sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Okay, composure. I feel like I'm gonna sing.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
What? What is this? A joke to you? Is this what you get when you call the police now? This guy? We've been waiting for a week here.
Oh, come on, I'm a broken, depressed superstar, and I need to be let out.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
Gosh.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Gosh, you're just so sarcastic, dickhead.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
I know, you seem to be.
She went away because none of your business.
I mean, this is the second time you avoided it.
Oh my god, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it.
Okay, screw you. I'm out of here.
let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
130? What? I don't owe you. No, I don't owe you. I'm gonna say, I don't owe you shit.
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
Oh, piss off.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Oh, God.
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The
What?
hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages.
Oh, piss off.
Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually, more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money. What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo? There's nowhere else to stay in Martinez, and it's a cold spring outside. Money doesn't make you happy, but it lets you be unhappy for a while longer.
We're getting too real on this.
If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us. Me too. That's why I need you to pay me. I'm not an asshole.
You are the bona fide douchebag.
Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
Yeah, tell that to our current police officers. Don't copyright me, YouTube. It was a joke.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
Ooh.
Yes, it is. No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real. Yes,
Wow. Just a dickhead.
it is.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. That's Cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
The words leave your mouth as if walking up the stairs. Everything is going fine until you reach the end and take one step too many.
What? Really?
Oh, so apparently I'm a bitch now. Okay, I'll be the bitch, and you'll be the broke cop who owes me money. And no one will arrest anyone because that's insane. How's that?
Gosh.
Sir, leash in your tongue.
The words nail the cafeteria manager to his place. Unmoving, he stares down at the counter with his cheeks reddish.
Thank you, Kim. I take it back for you. I take back what I said about you being a dickhead. You're awesome.
Officer, you need to contact your station. Ask your people for assistance with the money you owe this place. There is a shortwave radio in my car. When you get the time, use it. We need to get this investigation started now.
I'm sorry, but I can't let him stay here if he doesn't pay. He's 3 days on the slip. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, he'll have to work this from home.
Okay. Let's go. Goodbye, sir.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. I just woke up from a hangover. How would I know? Encyclopedia?
In time or space?
Both?
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
Can I help you?
I'll piss off.
Yes. Have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
Must have been a heck of a party.
Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
Gosh, bartenders, am I right?
What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
Oh gosh, you're throwing a shade at me. Dickhead.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
Okay.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
Thank you, Logic. Thank you for explaining it. Basically waiting tomorrow. I would never got that. Yes, that's sarcasm.
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. You're not. You're a menace. Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the real cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must. What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. He wasn't pan-fried, he was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must. What are you, a cook now? That's not... No, you don't.
Oh, yes, I do.
Fucker. Lay off the swear words. They don't make you cool. This isn't kindergarten.
Dude, you were saying the B word, the S word, and A word. So you are one to talk.
Besides, the RCM doesn't do search warrants. I know the law. You'll just have to wait for the kitchen to open. If you have to get in there, which you don't.
You do realize you can just go into the kitchen at 1300 hours. No need for superstar charm or Sambo-style antics here.
I mean, true.
Sambo is an acronym for Samoan boxing. Graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness, and cool. Just letting you know.
Yeah, you just seem to like letting me know a lot of things.
What are you, a cook now? And want me to make an exception for you? You're not even a hostel guest till you pay your outstanding bills. Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until... What?
Well, lose the pissy attitude for one thing.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
This game is awesome. I've been only talking for close to 40 minutes, maybe 50, and I'm still having fun. Awesome.
Absolutely out of the question.
Don't be a hater.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Oh my gosh, I love Inland Empire. Thank you.
Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes?
I kinda was. Yeah, I'm gonna say. Because, man, we've been playing this for... Man, a long while. I didn't think we played this for a while. There we go. We're saved.
Yes?
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Pretty long.
Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself. Forget about the bar. Or don't forget about it. You should totally try to get a drink there too. But first, you should lick that stain off the counter. Yeah, man. Let's get wild. Lick it.
I think something's wrong with this guy.
Calmly, the lieutenant looks out of the window, then to you, licking the tasty rum stain off the counter, but only a little, then out of the window again.
What are you doing? We should move.
A real drink would go well with those cigarettes you're looking for. That's a great combination.
No, that's a attic. Gosh.
The worker is in a deep slumber. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness.
Oh, I healed my morale. Awesome.
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor. Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess that's true.
Hello again, sweetie. I see you've met up with your colleague.
The lieutenant nods politely.
Oh,
Wait, who's Sweetie?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
he's ugly as sin. Are you kidding me?
But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides.
What the frick?
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
That was perfect.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
I mean, yeah.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
I'm not gonna be rude to this lady, come on.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway. Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
Oh. Come on, look, we can always ditch Kim and you can be my partner. You seem to have it. No, I'm not gonna say offensive. She just seems awesome.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Dang, missed opportunity with Lena.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie. Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down.
Oh, I feel like this is a missed opportunity.
Perhaps another time.
Oh.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad. Oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
Am I gonna offend this